Hello everyone, Gabe here, PC community developer here at Ubisoft, and welcome back to another episode of PC for Beginners. This time we're going to be talking about how you can optimize Windows for your PC. Making sure your operating system is updated, maintained, and optimized is crucial for making your PC run reliably. For this we'll be talking about Windows 10 as a primary example, but it kind of applies to every operating system. Without further ado, let's get to it. So why optimize then? You may be thinking, my Windows runs pretty well right now, do I really need to change anything? And that might be the case now, but that won't be the case forever. Optimizing is a great way to avoid errors, ensure smooth running of a lot of your software functions, and maintain a good level of overall performance. There are a wide range of things you can do to keep your operating system optimized, from basic maintenance to power management. Luckily, these activities are fairly straightforward and they're never too far away, so they're pretty easy to carry out. Maintenance a lot of the time is made up of a few common sense simple methods, so simple in fact that they often get overlooked. When you're starting your maintenance optimizations, it's best to start with a simple task and work your way up so that you make sure you don't miss anything. Maintenance methods include taking advantage of Windows Defender. Windows 10 comes with a built-in antivirus software. Using this native software as your primary protection instead of a third-party program can be less resource intensive. Next we have regular antivirus and malware scans. It seems like common sense, and a lot of antivirus softwares do a lot of scanning automatically in the background. However, automatic scans can be less intensive than a user-initiated one, because they're designed to work in the background. Making sure you carry out thorough, intensive scans now and then could alleviate issues with things lurking on your PC and slowing down your performance. After that, we have removing unnecessary programs. Unnecessary programs can come in many forms, and they often come attached to software that you use regularly. Be sure to check if you have programs you do not want or add-ons you don't need that can be removed. Some of these unnecessary programs can start up automatically and run in the background, so it's best to be safe and remove them completely. Actually, all that footage you just saw is from an earlier episode of PC for Beginners where we were talking about how you can clean up all your PC software. Make sure you check out that link in the description below for all that information. Next up, we have easing resource consumption. It goes without saying, but if you aren't using that software, it's probably better off being closed. In addition to this, you can also disable programs from auto start to ease the amount of resources on initial startup. If you're really resource starved, another great way to ease stress in your Windows is to look for alternative programs to the one you use, those that use less CPU and memory. You can easily find out how much resources in terms of your CPU and memory are being used by looking in the Task Manager on the Resources tab. And finally, we have updates. Updating your software, drivers, and operating system itself is a good way to remove instances of errors and ensure you have the most up-to-date and compatible assets for your PC. Proper file management is not only a great way to organize, but also optimize your operating system. It's important to practice good file management as there are good optimizations and benefits for it. We've all been tempted to kind of save files wherever and whenever, but that could come to be a negative effect later on. Having too much saved on the same drive as your operating system can cause slower startups and longer load times. Wherever possible, it's better to dedicate secondary hard drives to specific storage items. So for example, if you're an audio technician or a producer, it's best to dedicate one hard drive for storing your samples, projects, and project software. This leaves your main hard drive free to chug along with the operating system tasks unobstructed. So that was basically just a long way of saying, set up a good file system to keep things stored in their specific locations. When it comes to hard drive and disk optimization, it's hard to beat the explanation that Olafur provided in the video that we mentioned before. So make sure you check that out if you're looking for quick and easy ways that you can clean up your system and make everything run a bit smoother. There are also a few things you can do directly within Windows when it comes to power management that doesn't involve overclocking. Heading into the Windows power settings, you should find a few preset power plans. Depending on the plan you'll go with, you'll see an increase or decrease in the resources used. You're probably tempted to pick a high performance one, but just keep in mind that you'll of course be using more power and generating more heat within your hardware. So make sure you pick the one that best suits your needs. On top of that, you can also head into the settings of each plan and then head into the advanced settings. In here, you'll be able to tweak more details related to that plan. So for example, if you want to adjust the specifics of the minimum and maximum processor power, you can do that here. That's it for Windows optimization. So by changing a few settings, you can find some quick and easy ways to improve the efficiency of your operating system. As always, if you want to see something specific about a future episode of PC for Beginners, please let us know down in the comment section below. And that's it for now. We'll see you later.